And it was just 6 weeks ago that R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison by a federal judge in New York after he was convicted of essentially using his fame to sexually abuse young girls. The case that gets underway tomorrow in federal court here, however, is in some ways a do-over of a state child pornography trial held 14 years ago in Cook County. And while at the time he was acquitted, legal experts say that the circumstances and the charges now are much different. In 2008, R. Kelly walked out of the Cook County Criminal Courthouse a free man after a jury acquitted the singer on charges that he produced a video of himself having sex with a girl who was no older than 14. At the time, the alleged girl and her parents denied it was her on the tape and refused to testify. When R. Kelly walks into Chicago's Dirksen Federal Building tomorrow, there will be one major difference. This time, the girl, now in her 30s, is talking, and the charges against Kelly are much broader.
He's charged with, among other things, conspiring to obstruct that earlier trial. So that's a different charge, of course, by definition. And there are other victims that are part of these sets of charges, and we're going to see a lot more witnesses.
In all, it is expected 4 women who were minors at the time the alleged crimes took place will testify against Kelly, and 4 different videos entered into evidence. If convicted in Chicago, the sentence could be even more severe than the one imposed in New York.
He could face an even longer term here, upwards of 50 years. Because these charges are broad, and they include enticing a minor to come into the state for purposes of producing child pornography and producing child pornography. Yeah, there's a lot of heft to these charges.
Publicly, R. Kelly has denied the accusations against him. What strategy his defense attorneys choose to pursue is the question.
We'll have to see what the defense does. Will they simply try to cast doubt on everything by calling all the minors, now adults, who are going to testify liars? They may. Now, jury selection starts tomorrow. The trial could last up to 4 weeks. Not only are there 4 different victims to this case, there are also 2 other men that are charged as co-defendants along with Kelly. One of them is Darrell McDavid, who is charged with helping Kelly to fix that 2008 trial. The other, Milton Brown, who is accused of receiving child pornography.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.